Heading into November's elections, President Obama remains the Democratic Party's strongest asset, and he really stepped up his campaigning this week with a trio of backyard chats and a huge rally at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, both of which harken back to his days on the campaign trail in 2008. But while the president was greeted with a rock star's welcome by college students, the pointed questions that he drew from neighbors in New Mexico, Iowa, and Virginia really underscore the intense anxiety and skepticism among even his own supporters who wonder what he has to show for himself after 20 months in office in a still slumping economy. Mr. Obama told voters he knows they're hurting and there's still much to be done, but warned that electing Republicans would only set the nation further back. For their part, the GOP gave the president a target to shoot at with their pledge to America, which calls for repealing health care, cutting government spending, and extending all of the Bush tax cuts. At an event in Richmond, the home district of House Republican Whip Eric Cantor, Mr. Obama went so far as to say Republicans' ideas were not serious and that their math doesn't add up. The goal for Mr. Obama and his Democratic allies is to force voters to look at the elections as not a referendum on him and his party, but as a choice between their policies and those of Republicans. Keep in mind, Democrats don't need to get voters to like them between now and November. They merely have to convince people that Republicans are worse. And there's little doubt that most Americans still do blame the GOP and former President George W. Bush in particular for the economic collapse in the first place. The problem for Democrats, though, is that they've now had 20 months controlling all levers of government to fix things, and polls show that most believe more should have been done by now. We'll soon know, however, if voters are willing to give Democrats 2 more years to keep trying. From the White House, I'm Kara Rowland.